Et bonjour mes élèves, c'est Madame Brown. Et aujourd'hui, je vais parler encore de l'imparfait. So today we're going to talk about the imperfect in French, l'imparfait, which is a verb tense for discussing ongoing events in the past. This is the third of 3 videos. In this video, I'm going to try to talk to you a little bit about how to determine whether to use l'imparfait or passé composé. So, first of all, what is l'imparfait in English? It's just a review of what I talked about in the other 2 videos. L'imparfait describes an ongoing action or state that was occurring at some point in the past without a specific time period. It can translate into English as meaning was, were doing an action, or used to do an action. In some cases, it translates as the simple past tense in English. So in French, l'imparfait is not a compound tense, so doesn't need a helping verb. You only need to conjugate the infinitive. For example, j'ai étudié could mean I studied, I was studying, I used to study. Il vendait could mean he sold, he was selling, he used to sell. And nous finissions could mean we finished, we were finishing, we used to finish. As opposed to le passé composé, le passé composé is also a tense that describes actions and states of being in the past. However, these events tend to have a distinct start and finish, as if a timestamp could be used to mark when the action began and when it ended. As a reminder, the passé composé uses a helping verb, avoir or être, plus the past participle of the verb infinitive. So, for example, j'ai parlé could mean I spoke, I did speak, I have spoken. Il a fini could mean he finished, he did finish, he has finished. Ils sont entrés could mean they entered, they did enter, they have entered. Let's compare l'imparfait to the passé composé. Je marchais quand je suis tombé. So in l'imparfait, we say je marchais, I was walking, when, quand, je suis tombé, I fell. That's in the passé composé. So l'imparfait was ongoing, whereas passé composé was a fixed moment in time. Here's another example. Je rentrais chez moi quand il a commencé à pleuvoir. So in the l'imparfait, we say je rentrais chez moi, I was returning home. Quand, when, il a commencé à pleuvoir, it started to rain. That's in the passé composé. So one action was taking place when another action interrupted it. Here's one more example. Je faisais de la gymnastique quand j'étais jeune. So in the l'imparfait, we have je faisais, I used to do gymnastics. J'étais jeune is also in l'imparfait, I was young. So l'imparfait is used for both phrases because they took place simultaneously in the past for an indefinite amount of time. Vous comprenez la différence? L'imparfait is used when the timing of the action is unclear. For example, je marchais, I was walking, one day, for a while, I don't know for how long, when all of a sudden something happened. Il a commencé à pleuvoir. It started to rain. At that moment, in an instant, at precisely 9 a.m. So this is how they differ. L'imparfait is ongoing actions or states of being that occurred for an indefinite range of time, whereas passé composé describes actions or states of being that were started and completed at specific times in the past. Incomplete versus complete. For example, in l'imparfait, we could say j'étais chez moi, I was at home. Je cuisinais le dîner, I was cooking dinner. The l'imparfait explains what was going on, as if in the background. We're not told when the action began or ended. Whereas in the passé composé, we would say something like je suis rentré à 8 heures, I returned at 8 a.m. J'ai cuisiné hier soir, I cooked last night. Le passé composé indicates that these actions were started and completed at specific times. Notice that the l'imparfait sentences could be followed by a phrase such as when XYZ happened. It's as if they set the scene for another action to take place. Uncounted versus counted. L'imparfait. Je jouais au tennis le samedi. I used to play tennis on Saturdays. Je nageais toujours dans le lac. I always swam in the lake. L'imparfait explains what used to happen regularly or habitually for an indefinite number of times. Le passé composé. J'ai joué au tennis hier. I played tennis yesterday. J'ai nagé dans le lac 2 fois. I swam in the lake 2 times. Le passé composé details what occurred for a specific number of occasions. Ongoing versus new. L'imparfait. Je l'aimais. I used to love him. J'étais amoureuse de lui. I was in love with him. L'imparfait explains an ongoing action or state of being. As opposed to le passé composé, j'ai aimé le film, I liked the film, je l'ai adoré pour ça, I adored him for that. Le passé composé is used in these examples because a new event took place that changed a previous state. Background and an event. For example, l'imparfait. Je faisais du vélo, I was riding my bike. Je regardais la télé, I was watching TV. In these examples, l'imparfait sets the scene for something else to occur. And then the event, le passé composé. Quand il est arrivé, when he arrived. Quand tu m'as appelé, when you called me. Here, le passé composé interrupts events that were taking place for an indefinite period. Histoire à l'imparfait. Quand j'étais lycéen, when I was in high school, j'ai étudié tous les jours. I studied every day. Je voulais être accepté dans une grande école. I wanted to be accepted into a prestigious university parce que je souhaitais être politicien. Because I hoped to be a politician. Je lisais les journaux régulièrement. I read the newspapers regularly et je commentais constamment l'actualité en compagnie de mes amis. And I talked about current events all the time to my friends. So I can't take credit for this little paragraph, this comparison. It was provided by lawlessfrench.com, and I encourage you to check out that amazing website for resources. Alors, by comparison, let's look at l'histoire au passé composé. The same story, la même histoire. Quand j'ai décidé d'être politicien, when I decided to be a politician, j'ai commencé à étudier tous les jours. I started studying every day. J'ai fait de recherche, I did research, et j'ai choisi une grande école, and I chose a prestigious university. Cependant, however, je n'ai lu le journal que 3 fois en un an. I only read the newspaper 3 times in 1 year. Et un soir, quand j'ai parlé de l'actualité pendant un dîner, and one evening when I talked about current events at a dinner party, je me suis rendue ridicule devant tout le monde. I made a fool of myself in front of everyone. All right, now here's a story with both tenses. Une histoire avec les deux. Quand j'étais lycéen, when I was in high school, j'ai décidé, I decided, que je voulais être politicien, that I wanted to be a politician. J'étudiais tous les jours, I studied every day, parce que je devais, because for that, I needed, pour cela, être accepté dans une grande école, to be accepted into a prestigious university. Je lisais les journaux régulièrement, I read newspapers regularly, et un soir, quand j'ai parlé de l'actualité pendant un dîner, and one evening when I talked about current events at a dinner party, j'ai impressionné tout le monde. I impressed everyone. So hopefully you can see how these paragraphs differ between when to use l'imparfait, sort of stating states of being in the past or events in the past that were ongoing, and then decisions or actions that were taken, those are in the passé composé. It's worth checking out on lawlessfrench.com for sure. It's a really good article. Alors, let's review quickly how to form l'imparfait. First of all, remember the present tense of new form. So you conjugate your verb infinitive into its present tense new form. For example, nous parlons. Drop the ONS, remove ONS from the verb, and create a new verb stem. In the case of parlons, the stem would be parle, P-A-R-L. Add the l'imparfait endings depending on your subject pronoun. The following endings are, for example, AIS, AIS, AIT, IONS, IEZ, AIENT. Je parlais, tu parlais, il parlait, nous parlions, vous parliez, il parlait. Remember those four pronounced the same, all of them except nous and vous. Now, le passé composé is far more complex, but to try and state it in 3 very simple steps, choose an auxiliary verb, either avoir or être, to go with your subject pronoun. Most verbs use avoir, so that would be transitive verbs, which means verbs that take a direct object, as opposed to intransitive verbs, which do not take a direct object. Then you use être as a helping verb. This also includes reflexive verbs. All right, then, depending on your verb, you create a past participle. So depending on the verb infinitive, you have a past participle. Most are pretty standard, but many are also irregular and have to be memorized. There's some examples. The passé composé is quite complex. However, here are some examples. J'ai parlé, I spoke. Tu es allé, you went. Il a fini, he has finished. Nous avons fait, we did. Vous êtes arrivé, you arrived or you have arrived. Réviser. Which tense would you use for the verbs in this sentence? When I was young, I used to drink milk. Quand j'étais jeune, je buvais du lait. Right? Être is irregular in the imperfect, and the present tense new form of boire is buvons. So we drop the ONS, so we end up with buvez. How about this one? I saw the Eiffel Tower when I was young. So you have the verb voir, and you have être again. J'ai vu, right? That's the passé composé. J'ai vu la Tour Eiffel quand j'étais jeune, when I was young. Both actions took place in the past for an indefinite period in the first example, and in the second example, the first phrase details a solitary event that took place at a specific instant. Pratiquer. Choose the correct verb tense, l'imparfait ou passé composé. Claire was chatting with her friends. The verb is bavarder. Claire bavardait avec ses amis. We use the imperfect. We were preparing a beautiful lunch. Nous préparions un beau déjeuner. Use the imperfect. Numéro 3. You used to ride bikes on Saturdays. Tu faisais du vélo le samedi. Numéro 4. Frank ate my chips or my fries. Franck a mangé mes frites. Right? We use passé composé because it's a single solitary event that took place. Numéro 5. We swam at the beach today. On a nagé à la plage aujourd'hui. We use passé composé for a solitary event that took place on a particular day. Et finalement, numéro 6. We have played this team before. Nous avons joué cette équipe. Use a passé composé. All right, 6 more. My father used to be a dentist. Mon père était dentiste. Use l'imparfait. Numéro 2. Did you ski yesterday? Tu as fait du ski hier? We use passé composé for an event that took place on a specific day at a specific time. Numéro 3. Anne had lunch with Louis. Anne a déjeuné avec Louis. We use passé composé. Numéro 4. We used to play golf. Nous jouions au golf. We use l'imparfait. Numéro 5. Who ate the cake? Qui a mangé le gâteau? We use passé composé. Et finalement, numéro 6. I was writing you an email. Je vous écrivais un email. We use l'imparfait. Alors, c'est la fin de la troisième partie. That's the end of part 3 on l'imparfait. Je suis Madame Brown. Merci beaucoup et au revoir. À la prochaine.